All right, pull up. Shout out to everybody on the live, everybody in the streams. You just pull up to the plus. Pull up. We live on all platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. You could definitely tap in with us on all platforms. Like, follow, subscribe. Your love is appreciated over here. So, with that being said, before we get into this reaction about Sha'Carri Richardson, Jamie, let them know who you are and where they can find you at, brother.
What's up, peeps? Y'all can find me on Clubhouse as Jamie Williams, or you can find me on Instagram as specialist_357, or just come check out the Pull Up Media, Pull Up Media. Come check us out. We on Clubhouse. We're on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok. Come check out our content. Come support us. Thank you.
All right. So with that being said, all right, this reaction is about to be about Sha'Carri Richardson. Yadi gal, right? An American gal. She's actually a track star for United States of America, right? Sponsored a Nike track star as well. And she was on a plane. I ain't really gonna tell y'all what happened. I'm just gonna show y'all what happened and then we're gonna talk about it after. So with that being said, y'all let me know how y'all feel about this because I posted this on across all platforms and Twitter is going crazy. Twitter is going crazy and Twitter is like saying it's a entitled, just another entitled athlete. I'm just gonna leave that right there. That's what Twitter is saying. And I got thousands of comments that I could show y'all about the Twitter, but we're gonna get into
I
all of
think
that.
people just got something out for her. She young. She part of the new young generation, and I feel like let's watch the video. Let's watch the video and see what happened
All
because
right,
they
let's
always
watch.
got something to say about her.
Let's watch the video and see what happened real quick. All right, so this is the video with Sha'Carri Richardson getting kicked off the plane. Y'all let me know what y'all think.
Place it all the way under the seat in front of you.
Lying.
Larger carry-on luggage raising over.
Flying not working today.
If you have small
Vacation
handheld
time.
devices, such as cell phones, tablets, and smartwatches, please switch them.
I recorded me, but you jumped in my video, so I caught you because you jumped in my video. You're harassing me at this point, so I think you should stop. I think you should stop. I think you should stop. You see him, right? Y'all see him, right? Y'all see him, right? Okay. Okay, but I'm sorry. It's not me. Talk to him. No, man. Don't talk to me like that. I'm an adult. Do not talk to me like that. Do not talk to me like that. Tell him to stop. If you do not know what's going on, do not yell at me.
You can stop recording.
No, I'm not going to stop recording because I was making a video to myself. I'm going to not stop recording. And this video will show what you're doing. So I would appreciate. Who the fuck are you talking to, man?
Other people to get involved.
Thank you. Like, no.
All right, in this point that she was going to be thrown off of the flight. Let's continue.
I didn't want to do this. So that's why I'm glad I come prepared at all times. I'm diabetic, number one. I ain't got time. They didn't have to do that. They just wanted to do it.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. They do that to all of us and stuff. Mm-hmm. They let other little people get away with bullshit. He could have just shut the hell up and mind his business.
Right.
Hold on, right there.
And then,
Sound
like I said,
like
it was just the way he was talking to me. I said I definitely would have listened to instructions, but the way he was talking to me was very unprofessional. And then his hands were all in my face. He didn't dismiss that part. So if I'm getting off the plane, I feel like as a flight attendant, they need a better flight attendant. He need to get off too.
They're not gonna happen. But my point, I want you to make sure you do your report.
Thank you, by the way. I'm missing my connection, which means I haven't even now got off the plane.
Oh, so you're worried about a connection.
Oh, yeah.
You're worried about a connection while a grown man is disrespecting me.
Give a shit.
You don't give a shit. So I don't give a shit. So I don't give a shit. I didn't do anything. So
yo.
Jesus. Because I'm selfish. Okay.
No more.
Okay. Huh? Like a signature? Oh, I don't got no pen in there, mama.
Here you go. Pen right here. Let me get my damn pen. Let me get my paper so you get off the damn flight real quick. Sign it on my money thing right here. Put it right here. Real
Girl, that lady know that signature worth more money.
It's crazy.
No, I'm Miss Richardson.
I got a lot of shit to say about this, man.
May I be explained to as to why I'm being removed off the plane? Okay, does the captain know the situation that happened before removing me? They made the call. So do they know that this man hands was all up in my face and he was very disrespectful and I felt threatened?
At this time, the captain wants us to.
I'm taking her. She is filming. That's fine. No, I want to talk to the captain because he was very unprofessional. No, I don't want you to get in trouble, Mom. I got you.
I got money that I feel I'm not worth, baby. I fly every dog.
Come forward, why?
I got lots of checks.
I have to come off the plane. Is he going to be removed off the plane as well? The flight attendant? He's not going to be removed. I'm just trying to understand the situation. So he's not being removed after being unprofessional and having his hand in my face?
You get off, please let me know because I got one on here too.
So can the captain come and does the captain know the situation? He's not going to come. No. So I'm being removed off the plane without even being explained of why. Right. What's the name of that? What's his name? What's your name? No, but you jumped in my video. That's what started this whole thing. And the video shows you jumped in my video and invaded my privacy. You know that, right? So you're going to, so it's a possibility you can lose your job because I have evidence. It's not like I'm just talking. So I feel like you should own up right now to your actions because I have to be removed off the plane because of your actions. So I'm going to make sure that you receive the consequences for your actions, okay? Okay? You understand that, right? You understand, right? Who are you talking to?
You put my phone number in already?
Yes, I have your phone number. Yes, that's perfectly fine.
That lady won that
Sir,
friendship.
if you say one more thing,
That's the old.
all of y'all
That's
that
her
are very, very
partner.
rude.
Yeah, that's the only one.
No.
That's on her side of this.
Who are you talking
They
to?
on her heels.
Hey, get off and we're gonna
I'm getting off. I promise you, everybody on this aircraft, y'all have no idea.
call me when you do get off here. Right?
Yes, I am. Y'all have no idea. And I have the evidence, so I hope that you are okay with your actions. Why, ma'am? You want to make your flight so bad, but yet you don't understand having integrity and being a decent person. You saw that, right?
I saw you making a video.
Okay. It was a video of my face and he jumped in it. But it's a video and y'all see it on social media because y'all have no idea who I am. So, okay, but it will. It will.
Oh, wow.
Bye-bye. And you're fat. What the fuck? Oh, thank you so much. And I'm still a superstar. What the fuck is your problem? You're a regular person. What the
Oh,
fuck?
no.
Get off the plane.
See, I think that's when it started getting ugly.
Because I can get by a private.
All right, pull up,
Yeah.
pull up, pull up, pull up, pull
Yeah.
up, pull up, pull up,
Yeah.
pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull
Yep.
up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up.
Yep. So you
All
want
right.
to go first?
Go ahead. I want to hear how you think.
Yeah.
I said how I felt. You know
At
what I mean?
first,
But I'm gonna
at
definitely
first,
go in more because I want to go in more about certain situations that happened that shit could have been avoided as well. And yes, certain things that was said, regardless of who's right or wrong, no man should never ever talk to no woman like that. And a lot
I
of
agree.
people was around and nobody said shit because ain't no man could talk to no woman like that
Especially
you
in
don't
front of me.
even know, especially in front of me. You feel me? Like that's
Yeah.
disrespectful. Yes,
And
son
it
of yes,
doesn't matter ethnicity either. Any woman, just any
it
woman.
it
Period.
didn't matter, black, white, China, all kind of vagina. It did not matter.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I
So
mean,
it's like,
personally, I feel like it started off as a miscommunication.
mhm.
That's my first perception. I'm gonna tell you why. Usually, when the airline is about to take off, they tell you to put your phone on airplane mode, right?
Mhm.
But usually, the notion is with us, right? When we see young people like this with their phone, we think they on live or they on stream or right.
Yeah.
And that's why she kept saying it's a personal video to myself. It's just a recording. Like, you understand what I'm saying? And I think he assumed she was on live and she didn't turn her phone off or whatever the case may be. And I think he was coming to her to kind of tell her, hey, you got to like, put your phone on whatever. And I think it was a miscommunication there. You feel me? But
Yeah, I
then
hear
when
you.
he started talking to her recklessly, I was like, okay, I don't understand. Like, it's almost like the police, right? The authoritative figures, right? Like you come on the plane, you can't even say nothing to them, they kick you off the plane. But the problem I have is in the ending when she started calling the lady fat and she started singing
And
I'm a
I'm a superstar.
superstar,
Who are you? You're
like
nobody.
you're
Yeah, that
just a
was the
regular
that was the part
person.
I didn't like. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
don't think nobody appreciates that.
And that
I'm
tarnishes her
scared.
reputation,
I'm
right? Because
telling y'all on the podcast. I'm scared to read some of these comments on Twitter. You hear me?
I mean, you know why people say that about her though? You have to look at
Why?
it when like even like in her past history when she had lost the race or when she had got caught up with the weed and so forth.
Hmm.
Usain had made a comment. Usain Bolt made a comment about she just need to focus on the sport and just like not comment on nothing. No, and she
Hmm.
basically told Usain Bolt to shut up.
Wow.
Yeah. So everybody was like, Usain Bolt is a superstar. Maybe you should take his advice and be more humble. So everybody
Hmm.
already had the notion that she wasn't humble, you know. And like when the two Jamaican queens had won the race back to back, like the way she walked past them, she didn't congratulate them, it was like she's not humble. So for her to even add that in the latter part of the whole incident and say, hey, you're a regular person, I'm a superstar, you nobody, like that's where I kind of lost respect for her.
Yeah, but the one thing I did like about the conversation that she was talking, even though she was talking, she actually talked very right. I think she talked very nicely, and she was getting her point across and using um. Let me say, she wasn't using aggressive words. I don't think she was using aggressive words. I think she was actually trying to get her point across. And I think, yeah, like you said, it was a miscommunication. And like I said, things got bad. I think when other people intervened. This man was only worrying about his connecting flight. This you worrying about a connecting flight when another man is going back and disrespecting a woman, or even if she was disrespecting him, you worried about a flight. You might not make that flight if they having problems on the ground. You get what I'm saying? When you want to make sure everybody's on a balanced level where everybody temperature is cool before you get into that air. You get what I'm saying? As a passenger, I'm just saying, and I'm
No,
like
I
I said,
agree.
I'm
I
not
agree.
making any
But that
excuses
man was
for
minding his
for
business. That
for
man was like,
her or for the guy at
that
all.
man was
I'm not.
minding his business.
Yeah,
Some people
I-
just mind their business, and he was like, I don't give a fuck what y'all got going on. I need to get where I'm going.
it's
Nobody
there in
knows
the
what you
video.
got to do.
I feel like he
Hmm.
added fuel to the fire with that.
He did though. I
Mm.
mean, I agree with you 1,000% on that because I feel like, he should have kept the comment to himself, right? Even though I'm minding my business, a part of minding my business is keeping my commentary to myself. You see what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
like that man could have had some money to be made and they messing up his money. He don't care about all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But still, he should have kept that comment to himself if that's how he
he
really felt.
definitely should.
You know?
Kozar, what's up, Kozar? How you doing, Kozar, baby?
Good.
Everything all right? Have you heard about Sha'Carri Richardson and what her getting kicked off the flight? Did you see the video?
Yeah, I watched the video,
What?
and I think it's becoming like a trend to kick the celebrities off these flights. I feel like it's becoming a trend. I just feel like, sometimes these stewardess do be really rude though. And sometimes people need to put them in their place.
I could agree with you. I could
Because,
definitely, I
I've
could
flown
definitely
plenty of
agree with you how
times
rude
and
they
I've
be
had
sometimes.
some snooty stewardess that are very rude.
But Twitter is saying that she's the aggressor and she's the disrespectful one. And I really want to read some of this, but I really don't at the same time. You feel me? 'Cause I don't
Well, I
want
just feel like everybody, when we all fly, we all take little videos before we you know, they say turn the phones off and stuff like that.
to. Uh huh.
And I just wish she could have did it a little bit quicker. But I just feel like everybody does it. And even when we're in the air, I take videos, even though they're not going to upload until I get off. But still, maybe she could have waited, till they were able to use their phones. But still, I think the stewardess forced it.
But
But
Kozar, I
like
have a
what Jamie
question.
said though, Jamie said he
I've never
puts
had
it
a
on
flight
airplane.
attendant. Yeah,
Go
I've
ahead.
never had a flight attendant tell me to turn my phone off ever.
I've had them just do little other stuff,
Put
maybe not
put it on
the
airplane
phone.
mode, but
Yeah,
they never
airplane
tell
mode, but
you.
they,
Yeah.
just the way he said it to her, it just probably triggered her attitude. One, and I'm just like, I've had an experience like this. Like one time, okay, we had to use the bathroom, right? And the seatbelt sign was on, but we couldn't hold it, right? So she told someone I was with to sit down. And then this white lady got up and she used the bathroom and she didn't tell her to sit down. So when she came out the bathroom, I told my daughter go to the bathroom and I was just waiting for her to say something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she
Yeah, but
basically my daughter had to spit. Like she felt sick, so she needed to basically spit and I just told her go spit and I got real loud when I said it. But because I was waiting for the stewardess to say something. I was gonna get on her like how you let this Caucasian woman use
you
the
were
bathroom. You just told my
antagonizing
daughter
her.
to sit down. And this was
You were
like 5 o'clock in the
antagonizing her.
morning.
You were
No, I
antagonizing
didn't.
her.
I just first heard her tell my daughter to sit down, and then when the lady got up to use the bathroom, I told my daughter, "Go ahead and go use the bathroom now."
Mm-hmm.
And then
But
when she heard my tone of my voice, she didn't say nothing. But I just feel like they're funny.
Uh-huh. I could agree with you. I'm not saying like they not funny, especially when you taking flights and shit. Definitely, I know
I
I've
feel
been
like it's
on
a
a.
color thing too.
I felt like I almost got kicked off a few flights for not taking off my phone or whatever. I don't do the airplane mode. I just like, yeah, I'm wrong. I'm telling y'all, I'm 100% wrong in my actions. I just, if I could still use my phone, why not allow me to use my phone? That's how I
Had
feel.
she been Tom Brady, I bet you he wouldn't have said a thing.
well, that's what we were saying earlier, Kozar. We were thinking that it's a miscommunication, right? Because typically, when I see a young person with their phone like that, I assume that they're on live stream, they're on Instagram, and I think if like when we listened to the video, she made a comment and she said, this is a personal record, like this is a personal video. This isn't alive." And I think that's what started the whole thing. He thought that she was on live stream or whatever, and was like, "Hey, you got to turn the phone off or whatever, right? Or put it on airplane mode." And then she probably felt him close to her, and when she turned, he was like trying to tell her that. And then she said, "Oh, you're in my space." And I think it was just a miscommunication because I would have just said, "Hey, I'm not even, the phone is on Wi-Fi mode. I mean, and I'm just recording. I'm not on the phone, like it's not on," because I've never heard a flight attendant tell someone to turn their phones off. They'll tell you turn your electrical, like your iPad, I mean like your laptops and stuff like that, or put it on airplane mode, but I've never heard them tell you to physically turn your phone off.
Mm.
Yeah, I always hear them tell people like put the laptops up, especially when it's time for we're taking off or everyone put their phone on airplane mode. And I just do it real quick, but in 5 minutes after that, we're able to pull our phones back out.
Mm.
But again, they weren't even taking off, so I think he should have excused it. If they were like really about to take off, I feel like she should have put it away. But I just still feel like people were coming on the plane. They were still busy. It looks like they were busy on there.
Can I say something though before I don't want this to pass, right? And this is probably what a lot of people are saying. If the crowd is clapping for you, usually you're the problem, right? When they're clapping when she's leaving, usually you're the problem, right?
Um,
I think it's the
yeah,
latter part of
maybe
her
it
statement triggered
depends.
them.
Uh, you think it's the ending part of the statements that
Yeah, because
trigger
I
that?
think like I was rooting for her when the guy was kind of being aggressive with her.
Yeah.
And then when she said you're a nobody, like you're a regular person, I'm a regular person. So, and I'm here supporting you. And you basically saying regular person people ain't shit, right? And yeah, I watch your face
But
change as well,
and she
right?
so this
I
is
would have been
something though.
clapping too.
Yeah, but no, but think about it if you was her. There's a lot of that's the walk of shame she's about to have to take, right? And then people act antagonizing her. Is she yes, of course, the supposedly, you know, mature stand up thing is and bigger thing to do is not say nothing, walk away, leave it alone. but we don't do that. Of course, certain people where we come from, you know what I'm saying. We don't do that. You get what I'm saying?
No,
So
I
it's
feel
like
you.
nobody's gonna force you to become an adult, man or woman. You feel me?
It's just like rappers dissing their fans sometimes, and it's like, bro, you really got money because of the fans. Like, you really in this position because of regular
Absolutely,
people.
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And you have to be aware of that. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you see a lot of other celebrities go through the same ordeal and they don't talk like that. They might get feisty with the flight attendant, but they don't be like, oh, you're a nobody, and that's how you know that people on certain levels or certain statures, when they start saying, you know how I am, that it's almost like they saying I'm better than the rest of y'all. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, we put you in position, So and then she mentioned it to the lady, oh, you're fat. Like, that's just not humble to me.
No,
Yeah,
it
you're an
wasn't humble.
athlete, so you're a fit, but now you start being personal. You know what I'm saying? You're fat, you're a nobody.
All I
Like,
gotta say is she handled it better than I would. So I don't. She just handled it better than I would. It's no
well,
way. Or even if I was
I'm
with that woman, if that was my wife, my sister, my brother, my mother, ain't no man supposed to be talking to nobody. Even if I didn't even know the woman and I was sitting in there, I'd be like, yo, who the hell you think you talking to? There was nobody that came to that queen's aid at that time. I'm keeping it real, regardless of how the situation came and played about, and the things that she said that later, and of course disrespectful to the people. You know what I'm saying? That was a situation where nobody said anything, and I felt like that was wrong, respectfully.
Yeah, they could have. I feel like it could have been de-escalated, and everybody just went on about their business. But these airlines are trying to make a statement. They don't
Mm.
want people coming up here cussing out their workers and doing all this. So I guess if they doing it, they've been doing this, kicking people off. This is becoming a trend.
I don't know the Odell Beckham thing, man. He was sleeping. He was dead ass sleeping. This is a different situation.
They said he took his pants off or something, right?
And he wasn't aggressive. You feel what I'm saying?
I mean, in the end of his own tour was kind of crazy though, Pills, because I seen a part where he was like, a guy was mad at him for just be like, yo, you should have just got off. We just need to get on the flight and get about our business, which people do, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, well, I'm about to take a private jet. What are you about to do? And I'm like, yo, like it
Why
be
you didn't
like,
take the jet in the beginning?
right. And that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the part that I be rooting for them because he was asleep, right?
Yeah.
Perk? He was asleep. I
Mhm.
agreed all up to that point until he said that. And I'm like, bro, so why didn't you, like Kozart said, take a private jet to begin with, right?
Mhm.
Most
Mhm.
regular people mind their business because you and I can't afford to get banned from these airlines. We can't afford private jets.
You're right.
Did
You
she
know what
wind
I'm
up
saying?
getting a private flight, or she wind up just taking another flight home?
Let's see. I take another flight home.
Yeah, I don't think her money might be like
I
that, but
don't think
she
that money up
probably,
like that. You know what I'm
yeah.
Okay,
saying?
I thought
That's
she had a
what
little
got.
money with
Your
herself.
money got to be up. I don't think her money up like Odell Beckham to go take no private flight. I
I
don't
know she
know.
got a little
We don't
200K
know.
from Nike, but I don't know what else she be.
She was better off sitting in the back, got a couple seats or a couple rows blocked off. You know what I mean? I don't think he would have bothered her. She was in the back
Mm,
I
or the
think
middle.
I
You know
think
what I mean?
I think like a lot of times, like the way we address situations, that's the problem. Like even Pills, yeah, like I feel like if she had just when he like said what he said to her, she'd be like, "Well, you invaded my personal space." I felt like that was her opportunity to be like, hey, I'm not on Instagram. It's just a personal video, and I don't want like de-escalating the situation, not being the soft one, not
So you're
saying that
saying she was
I'm
playing the ignorant black woman at that point in time?
I'm not. I never. No. Put
Oh,
those words
Not
in my
too
mouth. Do
ignorant.
not put
oh,
those words in my mouth. I never
you said
insinuated
not
that.
too
What I'm
ignorant.
saying is though, it's not just her, but it's like him too. We all need to start to learn how to de-escalate situations. I'm not saying she should have and he shouldn't have. They both could have de-escalated from jump, and then
Yeah,
he got in
came
his
to a
emotion. Everybody approaches every situation like I gotta fight back now. That's what I'm saying. If he
But
had just been like, Miss, I apologize, you know, I just want I thought you on live, it would have went different. If she had chose to de-escalate it, it would have went different. If both of them had chose to de-escalate, it would have went different. That's what I'm saying. Why we always gotta come off so aggressively?
But
You know what I'm saying?
I think in the beginning when she had him, and just like you said at the start when she made the recording, I'm not recording. She could have said that, and that was her proof. She wasn't recorded, and then just kept the camera on and stayed quiet, because that is her proof. She did have proof, if it was a private video, but she got quiet. And say if the stewardess kept going off with his mouth, he would have been the one, on the bad end of the stick, and she does, would have a lawsuit. I don't know. She might have grounds for one, but again, she was still adding, she don't look too good in the video either, like
she was,
when she's
but can
cussing
I
everybody else out in
hold
the
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Can
audience,
I say something though about the video? Period. He did get inside the video, and it's his right to not be recorded. He had the right to say, "Hold on, I know
I want
that
you
you
to show
caught
the
me by
video again.
mistake. I'll show it again." And he could have
He
had the right
turned the
to be
camera.
like, "Yo, huh?" She turned the
Turned
camera.
the camera because I think
Exactly.
he was coming up to her to tell her, "Hey, you need to get off the phone."
Mhm.
And I felt like when she felt his presence, she turned the camera. And as you can see, when she turned the camera, he wasn't going into her. He was actually trying to back up. He didn't want to be in her camera. That's what I saw. That I don't know what you saw, but that's what I saw.
Mhm. I
I
seen
feel
the
like it
same
could have
thing.
went a different route, you know what I mean? I just feel like, it's his job, he's gonna get her off the plane, that's how it went.
All right, let me play this shit one more time before we get up out of here. Big Fry, what's the word, Fry?
What's going on, guys?
What's
Down here in
happening, dog?
Sarasota, Florida, just left the gym.
Ain't shit. We're about to play this video one more time of Sha'Carri Richardson getting kicked off the plane, and we'll discuss it a little bit before we get up out of here. It's a good video, man. This is a good cause I ain't gonna lie to you, man. We got a whole lot of people accountable, man. We got a whole lot of people accountable, man. I know a lot of people ready to jump off and say that's fucked up what happened. Yes, it is messed up what the guy said to her. It's messed up what she said to the people at the end. But who is right and who is wrong? Y'all let me know. We're gonna watch this video together. Y'all let me know. All right.
Front of you.
Lying.
Larger carry-on luggage raising the overhead.
Flying not working today.
If you have small handheld
Vacation time.
devices, such as cell phones, tablets, and smartwatches, please switch them.
You recorded me, but you jumped in my
Like this.
video, so I
Hold on,
caught
hold on,
you
hold on.
because
I'll
you
stop.
jumped in
I'll
my
stop.
video.
I'll stop. I'll stop. I'll stop.
You're harassing.
Yeah. You seen that, right?
Right. So you see what she did? I feel like she was even when she started, I felt like he was trying to talk to her, and she was
Mhm.
probably trying to ignore him. And then when he came closer to her to tell her, "Miss, you need to get off the phone,"
Mhm.
she turned the camera, and the dude was backing up. So I'm conflicted of how he
He
was.
could have just been trying to walk down the aisle too. It doesn't even matter what he was doing.
But you see
At
how he was
that point
backing
in
up,
time,
right?
because she had the camera, he couldn't walk past without being recorded, which is his right to not be recorded. You get what I'm saying?
And then when she turned the camera to him, he started backing up.
Hmm.
And then
All right.
she
What else
what
are
she
in
started with,
trouble is
yeah,
because I hear
Huh?
the overhead saying, "Please, buckle up and turn off all phones and
All right, hold on.
video."
Let me start it back
Yeah,
over. I didn't
I
hear
do
that
hear.
part. Let's hear that part. Let's
I
listen
hear
in the
it.
back. Let
very
me
key.
hear.
Have small handheld
Vacation time.
devices, such as cell phones, tablets, and smartwatches. Please switch them.
You recorded me, but you jumped in my video, so I caught you because you jumped in my video.
Y'all heard that though in the back.
Yeah,
I
vacation
heard
Very
it.
time.
I heard
keen,
it though, cause
Ozark. Very
I didn't
keen.
even pay attention to that. They said it on the loud thing, the cell phones
Right.
and the tablets. That's crazy.
Yeah, I
Right.
heard it loud and clear too.
So
And
the
y'all on the
lawyers.
app. And y'all on the app and we here. You feel me? We actually streaming. So that's crazy. You feel me? That y'all can
Yeah,
hear.
her
Hold on.
case isn't too strong now with that being the start of the video, and then he was walking by and did look in the camera, which he the announcement went off. He looked in the camera. He seen she was recording. He came back to her to tell her to turn it off, and it just went left from there. But
Mm,
it did go off, and I just think she should have waited.
mm.
I don't think he should have because the first thing she said was he invaded my space. Like, how am I supposed to tell you to turn your camera off if I don't come into your space?
Well, she could have waited to do that video because again, once we got in
That
the air,
he's doing his
into the
job. If he
Wi-Fi,
didn't,
they did.
yeah,
Or when she first got on, she probably boarded first. She could have been made her little video,
That's facts. That's facts. But can I
because they give us enough time to turn the phones on. You got a few more minutes to play before we take off.
Definitely. I want to get to the part where the dude disrespected. You feel me? And I felt like that was wrong. I felt like nobody came to her aid. All right, so we all agree that she was wrong for having a phone and even recording.
Yeah, I mean, we heard the cabin
The
loud and
the
clear.
cabin.
Yeah, yeah,
The
Yeah,
yeah.
we
cabin.
le-
Yeah, so we
we
all
heard it loud and
agree.
clear.
We all heard the cabin. You feel me? Say about the cell phones and everything, and it's somebody's right to be recorded or not. So he didn't, she didn't have his consent, so she shouldn't have turned the phone around. If she was recording, she should have kept it to herself. We gotta hold our people accountable. You feel me? We can't run that racist shit forever. You feel me? We can't. We just can't do that. We gotta hold our own people accountable, just like we want to hold other people accountable.
Thank you.
Cancel me in the morning is alright, but we're gonna get to some more of this shit.
Y'all just gonna cancel me with him.
You're harassing me at this point.
I
See
hope.
him? No, don't talk to me like that. I'm an adult. Do not talk to me like that. Do not talk to me like that. Tell him to stop. If you do not know what's going on, do not yell at me.
You can stop recording.
No, I'm not going to start recording because I was making a video to myself.
Recording.
I'm going to not start recording.
All right, so you heard it twice. Stop recording.
She doesn't have to stop
Does
recording
does
because
she?
by
She
law,
should
she
she?
can record herself and get like I said, if it was the police, we can turn our phones on, we can record. We don't have to record their face, but we can record the voice.
Okay. All right.
It's not like
And this video
Yeah. Finishing with him.
FFA rules work
Oh,
different
it's not
too.
like he doesn't know he's being recorded now. So
Oh
we know
yeah.
he
All
knows.
right. That's something that Jamie brought up. Airplane rules are completely different from everywhere else. You know that, right?
Yeah, the FFA is different.
That is definitely true. 100% true. You
Yeah,
know.
you're right.
So
And the rules on land don't work up in the air. You know what I mean?
You're right, because
it's
they
a
could
whole
say she
different
terrorist
situation.
shit or something. You're
Right.
right.
And that's what I'm saying. Like me, like the first thing I'm doing as a regular person, I'm trying to de-escalate. Like every situation I encounter, I try to de-escalate it. Even if I'm right or I have a right to be upset, I try to de-escalate it because sometimes just and Pilar, like I understand that people should have came to her aid and all that, but think about how many people on that flight, like the guy had to get a transfer flight, right? And nobody knows what these people got to do, what if it's important, and this person is not abiding by the laws or by the rules of the aircraft, and they're holding all of us up. You know what I'm saying? And this is what people got to deal with a lot of times, right? One unruly person who want to make a big deal about something so minuscule. This is so minuscule. This could have been avoided. And again, like I said, I like Sha'Carri, but her reputation, you know what I'm saying? Like, it looked bad now. It just get from bad to worse. And I just feel like sometimes we just like with the cops.
Hold
I
her
told you,
accountable, man. Hold her accountable, man.
no,
Hold
she
her
she
accountable,
actually.
man. Don't
But
hold
think about
back.
it,
Hold
right?
her accountable,
I
man.
told you like the cops
Hold
pull
her
me over,
accountable, Jamie. Hold
and
her
I
accountable.
and I know I'm right, and I tell them per their department, whatever, but I still comply. You see what I'm saying? I tell the cop, well, I don't understand why you want me to come out the car when it's a traffic infraction, but you have weapons and I don't. So, if you want me to start my recording and I'll get out, I'll comply. But I could take you to court for this. And then, that's how I do shit because I know that these people have more authority over me when it comes to these situations. You think they're going to fire him?
No,
They ain't firing him.
unless he would have said something real fly.
He really didn't say nothing crazy.
He knew
Like,
not to say nothing crazy. He was being recorded, and
and
he didn't want to risk his job.
he's smart, man. But that was the only thing I heard him really saying was just stop recording. Like, can you please stop recording?
But I
That's
don't
what I.
get why the passengers said anything, because it's like you added more fuel to the fire. Let the stewardess handle her.
I agree, but like if she was in the right to begin with, I would have said. I told Pilar earlier the passenger should have just never said nothing, despite how he felt. Just mind his business. Continue to mind his business.
That's
But
a
I'm being
fact.
I
real
agree.
with you.
It would got to
But
where it got to
but
where.
I'm being real with you. Nobody knows what that man has going on. If I have something that I need to get to and an unruly person on the bus, on anywhere that I'm on, I probably wouldn't be aggressive towards them. I probably would try to, like I said, talk to them nice, be like, hey, you know, let's just try to get this over calmly, whatever, I feel you, whatever. But like at the end of the day, that guy was in his right to say how he felt. Like, I have a flight that I need to get to, and y'all is stopping me. Because
All
this
right.
bullshit is what is this whole thing about? Bullshit?
Listen. Yeah, I probably would have said the same shit too. If I was there in the plane, I'd be like, "Yo, listen, I got a connecting flight to get to. Can y'all get this? Like, stop the quarrel, the little bullshit. Like, let's just get on. You take your phone off. You go do your cabin shit, and let's go." So he's all right. I'm talking about the other guy that tell her to shut the up. You feel what I'm saying? I'm talking about that guy. You feel me? He went crazy. Like, and she said, don't talk to me like that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
See,
She's right.
somebody knew who she was because you hear how they said her name when she was getting ready to get off the plane
Nobody knew who she was in the beginning. That's what it
in the
was.
beginning. Yeah.
Yeah.
They probably Googled her after she said, you
I,
do know who I am? I'm a superstar, and y'all are nobodies. Y'all are regular
I,
people.
let me tell y'all something that nobody is not seeing. Right? And y'all gotta understand this shit. Sha'Carri Richardson, right? Um, she's one of those girls, regardless of who she is and how she looks, right? This is where the judgment comes in. This is when they judging a book by its cover. You gotta remember, she comes out with these Cardi B long ass nails. You get what I'm saying? She looks like she's the most ratchet thing, the weave and all in the world. But that girl is no idiot. She's not stupid. You get what I'm saying? As you can listen to by even by the way she was talking, regardless of the situation, she didn't talk like somebody who didn't have no sense. You get what I'm saying? So y'all gotta remember, I feel she was judged a little bit, prejudged a little bit, especially by the people that was on the plane. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying she was right. I'm still saying that she was wrong. I'm holding Sha'Carri Richardson accountable tonight. You feel me? She was dead wrong. We all agreed on that. There's about 5 of us in this podcast right now. You feel me? So that's all I had to say. I felt like she was prejudged a little bit discriminated.
I want you to tell me how she was prejudged. What made you feel like she was prejudged?
I just felt like nobody came to her aid.
For
You feel
what?
me? For that
You,
man, the way the man was talking, that man's
after
tell her
I
shut the
heard,
fuck up. Excuse my language on the podcast. Like, damn, I shouldn't even have said that.
after
You feel me?
Kozart keenness made us aware of what the overhead cabin was saying. The captain was saying through the overhead cabin, right?
Mm-hmm.
Turn your phones off, and you don't want to comply. You're holding up other people from getting to business. Nobody knowed if that man was dealing with a death in his family and he was trying to get to somebody. Like, it could be like, yo, shut the fuck up. Sorry for the language podcast. I do apologize. I don't need to go. I'm going. Like, y'all arguing over nonsense. Just turn your phone off. This is what I'm saying, right? Nobody knows what that man was dealing with at that time, why he made that statement. Yes, he should have been a little bit more decent because he was dealing with a female. But what she was carrying on with was very nonsensical. After Kozard said what she said about the overhead cabin, I have to agree now because I was defending Sha'Carri because I said I've never heard them tell me to turn my phone off. They told me put it on airplane mode. And I'm still looking at my phone while the plane is taking off because I'm on airplane mode looking at downloaded stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now that I heard it loud and clear for myself, turn it off. Who am I to not comply with the FFA rules? This ain't ground. I don't have no freedom of speech up there. You feel me? And that man needs to go where he want to go. Nobody knows what that man is dealing with. And you here arguing with them because they telling you to follow the rules of the aircraft. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Yo, we holding Sha'Carri accountable tonight, man. We holding her accountable, man. Yo, Fry, Kozar, you got anything to say before we get up out of here?
No, I
Dude, she was.
different.
She's in the wrong, man. Them connecting flights ain't no joke, boy. Shit, them motherfuckers gonna take off with you or without you. Like, shit, I got to go. What we doing? Like, she ain't
Yeah.
gonna pay for my flight. So shit, you need to comply. Like, act right. Act like you got some sense. But she been like that, you know.
Yeah.
I like her, but she's a wild girl. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She
And
think
the
because
way,
of her status. Sometimes folks think because of their stature, they status.
Breaking up. You broken up. You breaking up. You breaking up. Breaking up. Breaking up. Breaking up. Breaking up.
You ain't no better.
You breaking up, Fry. You
yeah,
broke.
but the way the airlines have been going, I don't know if you guys been watching the news, but you see all these delays, massive delays, like
Mm-hmm.
Southwest and all these delays going on. People don't want to deal with that right now. You know, they just trying to get, you know, they
And
just now getting them
and it
airports
ain't
back in
COVID no
order.
more. Flights are pricey. It ain't.
Pricey. I've been in long lines a lot lately. Like I
Mhm.
stand in line for almost 3-4 hours just to get past checkpoint, and I was there wait 2 hours before my flight. You know what I mean? It was just crazy. I was there wait like 3-4 hours before my flight, and I was in line that long. And it's just getting crazy. These airlines. Never take Frontier, but uh,
You
Frontier is a no.
you ain't
And
vacationing
Spirit
on
when
no Spirit
I had a bad
Airlines?
experience.
Goes up.
I ain't
It's
never
just
rode on them. What's up with these airlines? I be hearing about
yeah,
them.
Frontier is very horrible. I stood in line maybe 4 hours until I could get my bag searched. I almost missed my flight. We had to run to the gate. It was crazy. I had like maybe 10 minutes till the doors closed. It was crazy. I stood in line for almost 4 or 5 hours.
I took
The
Frontier
lines were
before.
out of control. I was
Mm.
coming from Florida back to Boston. It was
I took
crazy. I never
Frontier before.
experienced anything like that. And then when I took yeah, we took Frontier. They were trying to charge us to print the tickets out. You know, they didn't tell. You know, I didn't never take them before. They charged like what they charge like $70 for the check bag, $60 for the check bags,
Mhm.
maybe 80. It was a lot.
Wow. And see, that's what
And
people
I
don't
don't
be
think they got
understanding.
no
Yeah, they
TVs,
slightly
fry.
cheaper, but on the back end, they gonna get your ass.
Mm.
Yeah, that's why it's always good to like know how much the bags are because you're better off paying for an extra $50, $70 on the ticket and get your bag for free. I
That's right.
recommend JetBlue and I recommend I've taken American Airlines, but I do like Delta better.
Yeah, Delta's a shit.
American Airlines, I just felt like one day I had my hair done a certain way and they were like patting me too hard, messing up my weave, and I wasn't okay with that.
I took Frontier before, and I'll be honest with you. Like, I took Frontier and Spirit in during times when funds was kind of low, and that was my only resort. And it wasn't bad. I mean, my only issue was like, the foot space. The chairs are stiff as hell.
Uh-huh.
But like to be honest with you, I'm like Pillow. I only fly Delta right now, but you know why? You know what I'm saying? But still, times hit one of those times I got to fly Delta or Frontier. I'm flying Delta and Frontier. And then there's a couple of times they saved my life when I needed to get from Atlanta to New York, and cash was kind of low, and I made it happen. So
Yeah, I
shout out to
agree.
Delta, shout out to Frontier, shout out to Spirit. You know,
Listen, I'm
I'm
jumping
not
on
too high
Spirit
to.
and Frontier if it's only 2 hours. If it's
I
past
just
that,
prefer
I can't do it.
JetBlue, Delta, and
I just need to get
American's
to where
okay.
I need to get to, man.
I do Delta because
I could do
that's
two
where I
hours
invest.
easy.
Yeah,
I like JetBlue because it's just like, it's a smoother ride. They feed you, well, they give you them snacks, them free sodas. It's just comfortable. The TVs are better. It's more relaxing.
Mhm.
You can go to sleep and wake up and you'd be like, damn, I slept the whole way.
Mm.
I wasn't, no turbulence.
So I'm saying you
And
gotta.
see, I'm nervous because I was
I
just looking
can't do
back.
more than 2 hours.
I'm going to Jamaica, and my friend she booked the tickets, and I'm listening like she done booked this shit through Spirit or Frontier. I'm like,
Oh, hold on, man.
oh
I was
shit,
scared Spirit my first time. I didn't like it. It was cheap
Yo,
though. Don't get me
Friday, good.
wrong.
You don't
I
want
like
that
the
shit.
price.
oh
It's
shit. We
probably
might have
like
to have a
3 hours in
conversation.
that bitch. You don't want that.
I'm gonna have to see how long that flight is. If it's over 2 hours to Jamaica, nah,
Yeah,
baby,
you
I
don't
don't
want
do it.
that
No, y'all
flight,
should have
bro.
went JetBlue.
I'm nah, I ain't. Mm-mm.
Tell her you want some credit. Call back. Tell her switch them flights. Pay that extra $50. Change them tickets.
Yeah, we up
Get your
out of
money
here,
back.
man. Shout out to everybody that tapped in, man. This was the Sha'Carri Richardson reaction on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Make sure y'all go to the Instagram. This is what we post daily. Entertainment news, sports news, any kind of viral news and shit like that on the Instagram. Make sure you tap in, like, follow, subscribe. Before we get up out of here, Jamie, let them know where they can find you at. Jamie.
Y'all can find me on Clubhouse, Jamie Williams. Follow me. I'm in the room right now. You could also find me on Instagram as at specialist_357, and just follow the Pull Up Media. You can find me on any of those spaces that we have on Twitter, YouTube, and so forth. So come check us out. Come check me out, and we look forward to further engagement.
Peace, love, and soul to the people.